Bayou Time Sports is brought to you by Terrebonne General Health Systems Community Sports Institute in conjunction with Barker Honda.
Hello and welcome to this edition of Bayou Time Sports. I'm your host, Keith Whiteside, joined by Bobby Arsenault, and we're very, very glad to have with us Miss Christina Hopkins with Thibodaux Volleyball. Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Nice
we appreciate
to be here
it.
with y'all.
All right.
Coach, let's talk a little bit before we get into your season and all. Olympic volleyball right now is hot. The girls are doing well.
Mm-hmm.
How is this carrying on to your practices? Are the girls focused on this Olympic team or not?
I don't think I'm gonna be honest. I don't think my girls watching Olympics. Their coach is though. So whatever their coach is watching, just know they're gonna go through it at practice.
And so a lot of things to learn, right?
Yeah,
a lot of things to learn from our professional
Just looking
teams.
at seeing how they play those key spots and how they stay moving. They coach got them though.
No,
Like they not, but they coach got them.
Yeah, very good. That's a good thing.
Yeah, let's talk about your season now, okay? You're in a pretty good district for volleyball.
Mm-hmm.
Where are some of the pre-district tournaments you're going to where you can get some valuable experience?
So we're going to be at the John Curtis tournament. This summer, we went to the St. Thomas More tournament. They won state last year.
Right.
Just to see if they can compete on that level, if they can stay rallying, if they can have their volleyball IQ competing against other teams. But tournament, I think we're just doing John Curtis. They're not really in a lot of tournaments this year.
Very good. So y'all are going to focus on your schedule?
Yeah, just on the
district.
schedule. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so any particular of those games stick out to you with district?
Definitely Terrebonne.
Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely South Lafourche. I feel like Thibodaux's rivals will be HL. They played them in the summer. It was a fun game for them. They were being respectful. They were being fun with each other, with the other team. I think that's going to be a fun game for them. Also Central Lafourche, since they won district last year.
Okay. Very good.
So how was your summer with the girls? How did it go?
It went well. It was a lot of going back to the drawing board, drilling them, teaching them how to have fun, teaching them how to get out of that mental block they get into, because it's mostly that. They got the skill. We have the athletes. It's just a mental block they got to play out of.
Okay. Is there anything in particular that you feel like is going to really help you guys be successful this year? Anything that you can kind of point to?
That mental, like they have the skill, they can play. We have athletes, but they just shut down. So we've been doing team bonding stuff, something just to make them feel comfortable with each other on the court, off the court. We have prayer sessions, we sing, we got dance parties, whatever
That's
to
what I'm
help
talking
them
about.
feel good to just play their game. Like they got to trust each other on and off the court.
That's a great move. That is so important. They don't realize what is happening.
Mm-hmm.
They think it's just volleyball, but there's other things y'all doing.
Yeah,
it's really helping them.
It does.
That balance makes a huge difference. I can just tell you as a social worker, finding that balance, the physical, the mental, the spiritual, the emotional, all four of those really coming together. Seems like you got a really great starting point for your girls for the season. I think they're going to have a lot of fun. We look forward to watching to see what happens. So we appreciate you coming on with us today.
Of course. Thank y'all.
All right, guys, that'll do it for this particular segment. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back right after this short break. We are very glad to have with us Coach Jesse Turner, CCA head football. Thanks for being here.
Thank you guys for inviting me, man. It's definitely a pleasure. You know what time it is when I get to talk to you guys. It's football season, so very excited, very excited.
Time to roll. Go ahead, Bob.
Coach, you had some additions to your team this year.
Yes,
guys
sir.
that came in. That's going to be a plus for you, I think.
100%, man. Last year it was a struggle for us, man. We had to go both ways a lot, especially at the skill positions. So at the beginning of the season, you see a lot of cramping in the second half. You see a lot of guys fatigue, which we worked our tail off this offseason to prepare for that. But just with the additions on the team, man, it's definitely going to be a help for us down the stretch and throughout the season.
I saw one of you guys committed the other day.
Yep.
Let's talk about him a little bit.
We had Jahari Carter committed to University of Monticello, Arkansas Monticello. That is. He's a tremendous athlete. He was unfortunately he wasn't able to play last year due to eligibility reasons, but he always worked hard even though he was ineligible, and everything's paying off for him. And I'm so excited for him as well.
That's exciting. I tell you, one of those things, knowing that you're not going to have as many athletes having to go both ways this year. the summer was surely a test, right?
Yes.
What did we learn during the summer about the team that you maybe was surprised by?
I wouldn't say I was surprised. It's just the way we ended the season last year in the second round. We kind of started off slow for us, and we kind of finished on a high note, winning the playoff game, battling in that second round. And I seen the guys just eager to get back to that point, right? I seen we had a lot of participation. The guys worked their tail off. Obviously, it was a hot summer, right? So we challenged the guys to come in at 6 in the morning, and we had a high volume of guys, high participation coming in at 6 in the morning, getting that work in, and so they can enjoy the rest of their day, man. But just seeing the guys, just the grit, just the effort, just coming together as a team, man, it was just fabulous to see, for sure.
A lot of people, in the football world have you guys on pretty high up to make a good run in the playoffs. What do you think? We're confident. We're a confident bunch. We kind of don't worry about the outside. We focus on what's inside the locker room. And when we look at our schedule, we're very confident game in and game out throughout that. Definitely we want to get back into that playoffs, like I said before, get back to that, at least that second round and challenge ourselves to even advance further. That's definitely something that we got on our mind and one of our goals for this season. So we're excited. We're excited about the bunch that we have, for sure.
What is it? Is there anything that's going to help you get to that level? I know it's all coming from the inside.
Yeah.
What is it that one thing maybe that's going to make you move forward to be successful this year?
I definitely believe the talent is there. But the biggest thing is just us coming together. This is my second year there at CCA.
Right.
And just as a unit, right? We got to move as one. We got to be a team. I definitely preach team concept all the time.
Right.
But once we come together as a family, I definitely think that's going to get us to that next level.
I appreciate it. For Bobby and I, that'll do it for this particular aspect. But don't go anywhere. A whole lot more Bayou Time Sports when we continue.